As you can tell by the title, this was my hardest close yet. This client was a tough one. He was with a current website provider. I threw everything I had at him, what they were doing wrong, the features that we could give him to help better his business, streamline his business, automate his business. I threw everything I could, and he was still pretty hesitant on signing up with us. I really had to sweeten the deal for him to get him to sign up, but that's just sometimes what you have to do. And so I thought this would be an amazing YouTube video just to show you how I went about it, the different rebuttals that I came up with, and how I pushed forward in the call and ultimately ended up getting the close. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. And so how's the garage door business been treating you? Is it all good?
It's pretty good. Yeah, we stay pretty busy.
That's good. That's good. Okay. Not sure. Okay, there it is. The background image. I was like, what's happening? All right. So yeah, here's the current. And like I was telling you on the phone, you can see for the different services, they just give you literally just this small paragraph talking about your garage door emergency service. And so that's literally it. I mean, there's this right here, but I mean, that's a little bit of context still even then on this next paragraph right here at the bottom. But what we do is we do things a little differently. What we do is, let's say it's emergency services. We would give you something like this, but with way more context and the best ranking keywords for your area. And then it would continue on down the page. Now, we're not going to overcrowd it with words and, like an essay or anything like that. But we make it towards where Google has enough information where it'll pick you up and start pretty much suggesting you more in the organic rankings. Because this information right here, it just isn't going to be enough for Google to start picking you up. Same for new installations, same thing. Opener repair, you can see the little bit that you have right here. That's not very much at all. Same thing for your next one, garage door repair. So what we would like to do is just pretty much improve all these different service pages and make them full of context and full of the best ranking keywords for your area to get you start better ranked on those different services. And then also, I don't see a gallery page. Do you have a lot of pictures of the work you do?
I do, and this is the one reason why I started, because they've created I forget what they call it, a OneDrive or something, and I've
Hmm.
downloaded pictures to that stuff, but it never seems to make it to because like we've talked about doing that several
Hmm.
times, and they've created a folder for me to dump photos into,
Hmm.
but I don't know if I'm not doing it right or they don't ever finish it. But I put photos what I think is in there,
Hmm.
and nothing ever happens from there. So I don't know if I'm doing that wrong or if they're just not, once we started, they just never go back. Because I've done it twice now trying to create a photo gallery page.
Hmm. Yeah, you probably are doing it correctly. I mean, it's pretty hard to mess up a Google Drive, folder. They're probably just
Well,
not going in
you
there.
haven't met me in computers yet, so
Oh,
but I thought we were doing it a little bit more correctly than that.
hmm.
But
Okay. And you're located in Hagerville or Hagerville?
no, we're in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Okay. Just make a note of that. All right. So yeah, I mean, if you were adding it to the folder, then they should definitely be going in there every once in a while and checking it and then adding those pictures that you add. That is a very good way to, kind of instead of sending pictures through text or whatever, a Google Drive would definitely be the best way where you just upload them every now and then, we take it from there. That's something that we would definitely do. And then also, we'll get into it here later, but we would any pictures that you send us. I'm not sure if you have a Facebook or Instagram or anything like that.
I don't. I need to create a Facebook. I guess I really need to do both. But
Hmm.
I tried to create a Facebook one time, and it ended up making me a third personal account. And I don't. I'm just like I said. I don't do that stuff well.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, yeah.
I
Well,
don't know.
if you were to create a Facebook page, I mean, then we could start making posts on there for you automatically. So any new pictures that you send us, we actually go ahead and post them on your Facebook, Instagram, whatever you have for free.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll definitely do that for you that we can start getting some presence on there because that can generate some business in itself, especially in your local area. So we would be more than happy to do that. But yeah, they should definitely have a gallery page on your website. That would definitely be helpful to build that trust and credibility on your website. And
Yeah,
this is,
well,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
the other thing is like some of those pictures I don't even like that's on the website. I've asked them to change it.
Hmm.
Specifically, the let's see, the mercy service installations. Maybe it's the opener repair that I don't like.
Opener repair.
No, yeah, I don't like the opener repair because it just shows a fob that looks like more like a car fob than a
Hmm.
remote.
Hmm.
That don't make a lot of sense to me. And then there's one other picture on here um
Where is it?
that doesn't. I was looking at I don't know, mine's not loading for some reason. Um but it looks like they're soldering in a piece of on a circuit board type thing.
Oh, right here.
Oh yeah, on garage door repair
Hmm. Yeah,
at
yeah.
the
So
very
we can
end. Yeah.
definitely, yeah, we can get that swapped out for sure. All right.
Excuse me.
No, you're good.
But and I've asked him to change those, but when I sent in I sent in those other pictures, but I don't know from there what happened to the OneDrive or whatever you want to call it, the Google Drive.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
So we would definitely get those pictures added, no problem. They're probably just so big of a company that they don't even, pay attention to it, or they haven't had time to get to it. So whenever we go to your Google My Business page, this is yours, correct?
um, let me zoom in here. I should have done this on my iPad and not my phone.
I believe it is. Here, I can zoom in on my end, I think.
Yeah, that's mine as well. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, so 38 Google reviews, all 5 stars.
yeah.
Nice, nice. Well, congratulations on that. So that's good to see. And also since you're with Yelp, we would also add a Yelp badge accredited with Yelp. And so that would definitely be good. Again, building that trust and credibility. But also what we would like to do, instead of them having a review us on Google with this little button right here, we actually have a widget that we can put on your website where once you connect your Google My Business page in here, um, it'll automatically shuffle through all those 38 reviews on the website. So, that would look really, really good, having 38 5-star reviews shuffling through on your website. So that'll look really, really good on your end on the website for sure.
Yeah. Well, because I had a lady that, and I tried to send her a thing. She actually asked me. She goes, she really wanted, because we did her a favor, and she goes, I really want to leave you a good review, but she was an older lady, and just trying to get her to go to the page was not working.
hmm And so were you sending her a text link or what were you doing with
I
her?
was trying to send her a link to the Google thing,
Hmm.
I like I so I have a QR code that I put on all my business cards that's
Hmm.
supposed to link you to the website, but it is no longer working.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I
So,
don't know, I don't know why,
hmm
or maybe it's just the business cards themselves because it's supposed to. I haven't tried it off my page yet, but it's
hmm
supposed to be the same on the my invoices. I'll have it on there too that can link you directly to that website to the
Google My Business page.
Google My Business page.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we have two
But
different ways that, oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just saying, but it's not. It doesn't seem to be working. So
Okay.
it's,
Yeah, well, we actually have two different ways for you to accumulate Google reviews. One of them is like you said, we're going to send you a QR code. And I can show you what that looks like on this. For instance, this client right here, again, once you connect your Google My Business page, this code will automatically be generated. We will take off the Facebook one, or we can do two of them, one for Facebook, one for Google. And so that way, right after you're done with the job, you can just pull out your phone, pull up this page, and then you can ask for a Google review automatically. They just scan it. That way it's person to person. You're kind of putting more of that pressure on them. And then you can see it automatically imports your logo, your business name, and your location. Obviously, this isn't your information, but whenever you were to sign up with us, and it would automatically be generated, and you can use that to get some reviews. Now, the other way that we do give you a bit of an ability to get a Google review is what's called our Google Review Request Automation. And so actually, firstly, if we go over to the CRM, let's go over this first. It'll make more sense. is, do you know what a CRM is?
No.
Okay, yeah. So a CRM is client relationship management. And so pretty much anyone that fills out a contact form on your website or tries to talk to you through the live chat bot on the website, they'll automatically be imported in here. And then let's say let's go for easier name, Jacob Rodriguez. Let's say he just filled out a contact form on the website. You ended up giving him a call. The job went well. And then now after the job, what you can do is put him in this automation. It's very, very easy to do so. I know you say you're not really tech savvy, but I really do think that you can do this in our mobile app because it's just that simple. And so it'll automatically put them in this review, and this is what it looks like. Um, if you click right here, it'll say, hey, Jacob. It'll automatically fill in their first name because it knows it from the CRM. And it'll say, this is Derek with NWA Garage. Just wanted to ask if you'd be willing to rate us on a scale of 1 through 5 on the services provided. How many stars would you give us? If they say 1 through 3, we would change this to 1 through 4 and then 5. But if they say 1 through 4, they'll say, thank you for your review. We will pass this on to our team. If they say 5 stars, then that's only whenever the Google review request link would be sent to them. And this is all automatically. Once you just click that button on the website, all of this is fired off automatically. It automatically filters everything. And then if there's no response, it'll re-ask the question one more time. Hey, Jacob, your name, business name. And then if it's 1 through 4, it'll say, um, thank you for your review. We'll pass this on to our team. Now, if he says 5, then it'll automatically send that Google review request link to him. So very, very easy, very simple to do. And you can imagine how many reviews you can get with, the text automation, or if you were to pull out that QR code. Either way, it could definitely work to get you some reviews.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, because
sir.
I know reviews are pretty
Mhm.
pretty important.
Yes,
So I
sir.
have a lot of people want to read them, but nobody wants to actually do them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That can be the case. So on the calendars, do you have a way to book clients in, or how are you doing that? You just keep it on paper?
No, like so the one I have has a management calendar in it that it has I can schedule employees. I can take payments. I use QuickBooks right now. I don't actually use the payment thing, but
Hmm.
it's there if I wanted to use it. Which I've been debating on getting rid of QuickBooks, trying to cut down some expenses.
Hmm.
But you can take payments. It's got a credit or it's got a calendar on it where I can schedule in, which is the most thing I use on this out of this website. It's probably the most thing I use is the
Hmm.
scheduler.
Hmm.
It lets me add my team members to it. Anybody, send them to different places, gives them automated text, tell them I'm on my way.
Hmm.
Um, whatever time we put in there. Um, it's probably the most thing I like about this website is the fact that it comes with that scheduler and it allows me to add people in and once they fill in, they can pick their own slots. If it shows available, it has a
Hmm.
spot on there where we've created the window. Once we fill that spot up, then it doesn't allow them to pick that time, and they can kind of pick and choose as if they want to put in their own. Not that anybody's really done that,
Hmm.
but that we use it to keep track and send everybody uh, where they're going.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm glad to hear that. So with us, you would get the exact same thing. Pretty much, you get a calendar, and then if you book someone in, an automated text will be sent. So let's say you book someone in for Wednesday at 8 a.m. As soon as you book them in, they'll receive a text notification saying, "Hey, thank you for choosing NWA Garage. Just confirming your appointment for Wednesday the 18th at 8 a.m." That text is automatically sent to them as soon as you book them in. And then the day before the appointment, you'll get a text reminder saying, hey, don't forget you have Josh tomorrow at 8 a.m. And then also 3 hours before the appointment, the customer will receive a text reminder saying, hey, and we'll be there or Derek will be there in 3 hours. We can build out that whole text message however you would like it. But pretty much we do those same text notifications, and you can add team members also to the calendar. So if you want to assign, days to certain employees, you can do that. And again, they'll receive those text notifications as well, the same as you would, updating them that you've added them to this job or over here or over there, whatever the case may be. And then also, on the form that they fill out, we ask for their name, email, address. So that way that that information is automatically imported in. And so that way your employees know what house to pull up to, whatever the case may be. So really hands off. I know you said that, but that
Yeah,
was.
it's the biggest thing. I mean,
Mhm.
it gives us it tells everybody I've got it set where it tells everybody there's a 2 hour window from say 9 o'clock. Say I put somebody out at 9 o'clock. That says we'll be there at 9 o'clock with a 2 hour window
Okay, yeah, we can definitely do the same exact thing.
because we don't know how often or sometimes jobs take longer than others. Sometimes we run ahead of schedule.
Yep. Yep, for sure, for sure. That makes sense. And I know you were talking about payment also. So with us included in your plan, if you go over to the payments tab, so we integrate with Stripe, PayPal, and Square. So if you use any three of those, you can use our invoicing system. We don't take any extra fee. It's just whatever those different payment processors, charge for theirs. And your logo will be in the top left corner, all of your information, and you can send it over straight to them, even through our mobile app as well. So it's very, very easy and simple. Even your employees, they can send it to them through the mobile app as well. And that way, you can accept payments through here. Now we do integrate with QuickBooks. If you go over here, settings, and then if you were to go to integrations, you can see that we integrate with QuickBooks right here. And so actually with QuickBooks, anyone that's created in that in QuickBooks, they'll actually automatically be imported to the CRM. And then also we can build out an automation where it'll ask for a Google review through that text automation I just showed you after an
Yeah.
invoice is sent. So that way, I mean, you can even streamline, that whole process that way if you go through QuickBooks. But even if not, we can do the same exact thing if you were to use Square, Stripe, or PayPal as your payment processor. We could do the exact same thing. So,
So
uh-huh.
so when you say integrate, how would Google still talk to the calendar? Would it I mean, because I know on this one, because sometimes I'll go to put in my information and because I've already entered it once in Google, it's already there.
And what do you mean by that when you enter it on Google?
Or if I I have to go physically enter it in QuickBooks. But now if I enter it in QuickBooks, it seems to know if I'm going to put on my schedule, I can type a first name and it seems to be there already. I just have to hit tab and go through it already
Oh,
knows.
oh yeah, yeah. So you're saying that if you just send an invoice to someone on QuickBooks and then they're coming back to you for more business and you type in their name, does it populate? Is that what
Kind of, yeah. It's you because a lot of times I'll send out an estimate
mm-hmm.
and then they'll come back and they'll be approved, and I'll be all right, I need to put you in my calendar. And even if it's a first time customer, the name's already there. It's you hit Michelle, and Michelle pops up, Roman, which is the reason I use that one because I just had one that just sent me a approved message while we're sitting here talking.
Mm-hmm.
But it would already go through. I just had to tab through everything, and it already knows her information. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
assuming they talk back and forth,
Yeah, so you're
or talk
saying
one. So let me rephrase. It talks
uh
one way because it doesn't go. It doesn't work the other way. If I put it in QuickBooks, don't know nothing about
mhm.
it.
Okay, yeah, I get
If
what you're
that
saying
makes
now.
sense.
So whenever you're sending an invoice out and let's say they paid, then yes, they'll automatically be imported into it. Either way, if you were to use our invoicing system or QuickBooks, they would automatically be imported. Now, if you are in here and you're trying to, like you said, if you're trying to search their name in QuickBooks, QuickBooks wouldn't know anything about it. I'm not sure if whenever you create a contact in here, if it sends it to QuickBooks, if it communicates back with it. I wouldn't be surprised if it does because they're integrated. So maybe it would, but to be honest, I would lean more towards the side of, everything relies kind of on QuickBook first, then it translates over here.
Okay.
Yes, sir. But pretty much all in all, if you're sending an invoice through QuickBooks, then they'll automatically be showing up in here as a customer. So that would be good as well for you. And same thing for if you used us as an invoicing system. And then, like I said, the marketing tab, what we would do is we would ask you to connect your Facebook and your Google My Business. And so, like I said, any new pictures that you send us, we'll automatically post them on your Facebook and your Google My Business page, a part of your plan. So that'll be really helpful to start getting you active on those. And then also Google loves to see whenever you're adding pictures to your Google My Business page, right here, when you click see photos, they love to see images being added here consistently. And then they also like to see you responding to reviews, which if you were to connect your Google My Business page, that gives us access to it, and we would be able to respond to those reviews for you automatically. So again, we can help you out all around, very, very easily with all these integrations that you can do within our system. And then also the chat widget on your website actually uses an AI component on the back end. And so if someone asks you what time are you open, when's your next available appointment, and it'll automatically send them the booking link if they want to book a quote with you, whatever the case may be. This chatbot is very good at being pretty much your assistant, and you can always respond, hop in the app, and if you see messages coming through, someone's talking to the bot, you can always go in there, start engaging with the customer, responding on your behalf, and then the chatbot will lay its hands off and be like, oh, okay, this is the owner, coming in trying to talk business, so the bot stops responding. So really, it's kind of like a layover for you to hop in, but don't be mistaken. It can definitely have a full-on conversation with a client that comes onto the website.
Okay.
All right. And then also one last thing is like I told you over the phone. So since you're coming from a special promotion, if you come over to the pricing page, oh, whoops, the pricing page, normally what you'd be getting is a $297 a month plan, but we don't do any setup fees. So it'll be no setup fee, $97 a month, and no contracts. Oh, and one feature I forgot to tell you about actually is auto missed call text back. So the current phone or number that you have listed on your Google My Business page, is that your personal number?
No, that's the business line.
Oh, okay. So you have a business line. Is it with Google Voice or?
No, it's just a cell phone.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I didn't know that you had a business line, but I'll still, tell you about it just because it's part of your plan. So we have what's called auto missed call text back. And so a phone number is automatically going to be tied with your account when you sign up with us. That's just to be able to send those text message and email notifications to your employees, to you. Thank you for filling out a contact form when it sends automatically to a client. That's where that phone number comes in. But also this phone number can be your new business number. Again, it's very cheap with us. Not much of a cost at all. And so with that, whenever someone calls that number, it'll still be forwarded to that phone. But whenever you don't answer it, an automated text will be sent off saying, hey, sorry, we're busy right now. What services are you in need of? Whatever the case may be, we can change that message. But pretty much what that does is that it engages them through a text message and said, you're a very busy man, you might not be able to call back right away. And
Right.
that prevents them from moving on to the next lead or the next person on the Google My Business page list. So we actually took a client survey recently, and that was voted the most favorite feature. And so just wanted to tell you about that. I know that you have a business line already, but that's included with your plan if you wanted to go down that road for that
Okay.
97 a month.
Yeah, because that's. I mean, I do. I do miss a lot of phone calls and have like I might be up on a ladder or something when they call. I can't just run right down there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. So if you wanted to do that, we can definitely set that up. Again, really what we were going for with Spark Growth is combining all these different services, combining it into one fee, and where you don't have to hop around to any other, services. That's what really we were going for with Spark Growth. So I'm pretty sure you can see that with all the features that we have, especially for our pricing. So does that $97 a month sound good to you?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Sounds good. Glad to hear.